First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Cardinals will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On the play fake, Dak. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
This one is caught by Moreau. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset, because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Throwing now from the gun. That one caught by Bub Means.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a pass.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. A 5-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 14. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Olave is the motion man. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. Saints 3. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are back within one. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Higgins sent in motion. Play action now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They get 16 on that connection. It's an Arizona 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught downfield by Harrison. That one good for 29.
There's a reason certain guys might just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback? Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a...
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. Saints are in the lead by the score of 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Up the sideline at the 35. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Back to the air one more time. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line and in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Saints will open up a 6-point lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Recovered by the receiving team. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Tight end motioning left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Back to throw. He'll get this out quickly to Olave.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. Now inside the 25. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. That is a big gainer for the Saints. Gains an even 70 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one taken in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
That's caught downfield by McBride. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And he will go all the way. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Saints. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play fake. Prescott. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's a handoff to Miller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Saints have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll run here with Kamara to the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. So now they'll pitch it out here. Yeah!
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Powering forward. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his second touchdown tonight. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Prescott now. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a third, then there's a fourth. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Nice run here on 2nd down, inside the 5, with more options now available for 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Dak to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Higgins sent in motion. Play action now. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run. It's Kamara. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Cardinals first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Cardinals.
Prescott again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Dak. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll give this to Kamara, running right. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. On the give, this is Kamara. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Kamara.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So this one, a win for the Saints. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.
I still want to be